Operator bios from Year 11 Season 2 to Year 11 Season 3 have once again had an update. Now, I do want to preface, this is just a test server. Sometimes these bios can be wrong, so just understand that going in here. But we're going to look at some of the differences from Year 11 Season 2's bios to Year 11 Season 3's. Now, I'm also going to take these at face value and assume that these operators are back on the team since that operations time. But let's have a look at this. So to begin with, it says that Twitch is now once again an active duty Rainbow member. In Year 11 Season 2, it says that she was inactive and had no org, so we assume that she was in a state of retirement. So, as of Year 11 Season 3's bios, it does say she is back with Rainbow once again, which makes sense. She is a very valuable operative, and it's nice to see her return. I know there was a lot of Twitch fans out there, so it's nice to see Twitch officially on the team as of this bio. As well as this, Jackal has had an update as well. Now, he is in Rainbow, which is something he was in before. However, it also says he is now on medical discharge, so maybe we'll learn about what happened to Jackal maybe during the battle pass lore. Maybe that's something will get touched on, or maybe it won't get touched on, and that's just sort of, you know, world building and just, hey, he was on a mission during this time, he is on medical discharge, just so we can use our imagination a little bit and assume that, yeah, okay, something's been up there, he went on a mission and he was hurt. So yeah, Jackal is currently on medical discharge. Next up, we have Nomad. Now, this one is quite important. Previously, it did have her listed as a GSAC dedicated officer, and that was also mentioned in some Battle Pass lore as well. And as of the cinematic, where we have Nor, Lion, and Nomad, I actually made a breakdown of that video saying, oh, I wonder if Nomad is now an operator again, or if she is a dedicated GSAC officer being sent on this mission. However, we can see based on the bio here that she is now once again a Rainbow operative, which is pretty cool, and yeah, makes sense with that cinematic as well. So I assumed that maybe she was being sent as a dedicated officer, but it seems that Bishop has maybe, you know, done something there to get her in as an actual operative once more. An operator which has came from their CTU back to Rainbow now is Frost. Previously in Year 11 Season 2, she was listed as just being with the Canadian Special Forces, similar to Buck, but now as of Year 11 Season 3, she has officially returned to active duty alongside Rainbow. Now, she is not the only operator who was back at their CTU who is now back at Rainbow. Vigil is also now back at Rainbow from the Korean White Tigers. There was actually an interaction with him in the Year 11 Season 2 Battle Pass where he was talking to Dokkaebi, and she was kind of like, yeah, I mean, I think they'll probably get you back at some point, sort of thing. Like, Vigil was kind of asking her, like, hey, I want to come back, like, what's happening here? So yeah, it does seem that Vigil is now officially back. I don't know if Dokkaebi had anything to do with that there, but that's quite a cool little thing for their story, if she did maybe pull a few strings for him. Now, this next one is less of a status change, but more of a little update, and that is just the fact that ArcNet now have a logo. Solus is a part of ArcNet. This is a GSAC counter-terrorism cybersecurity task force, and this didn't have a logo previously, but now they've actually made a logo for it, which is pretty cool, and I just want to make note of that. So hopefully we see more of ArcNet. And finally, from what I've noticed, the other one which has changed here is that Nor is on medical discharge. Of course, that makes sense following the cinematic itself, because we see him giving up his gas mask to aid in a civilian, and he is injured in that cinematic. So it does make sense that he is on medical, which is quite funny to see that he has, you know, been placed on medical in his very first season in the game. But of course, doesn't affect gameplay, just for world building there. So yeah, not a very long video, but I just wanted to give you that little lore update there. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more, and have a great rest of your day.